everyone, I'm Melissa here and welcome to your Melissa Moment. Hello everyone, I'm Melissa here. Welcome to your Melissa Moment. Okay, today's a better day than the last video. I think we're on an upswing. God, I hope so. But anyway, in the last video, if you missed it, I did touch a little bit on weight loss medication. I am now currently on a weight loss medication. Again, I want to start by saying I am not a doctor. I am not in the healthcare field. This is all strictly my opinion, my experience. I'm not giving advice to anyone. If you have questions about you and what might work for you, I suggest you reach out to your healthcare professional, okay? So I had mentioned that my one doctor that I was referred to had gone over all the different types of weight loss medications available, such as Ozempic, Wegovy, things like that. And one of the obstacles for me is injectables. I don't do needles. I can't inject myself. I hope I never have some sort of issue that I have to inject myself to survive. One moment, please. Sorry about that, guys. I had a phone call that I had to answer. So anyway, I can't remember where I was, but yeah, we went through weight loss medications. Injectables doesn't work for me, but she said that there was an oral medication that I could take. Now, she gave me print-offs, pamphlets on all these different medications. Obviously, the injectables seem to have better results than the oral medication, but I can't do injectables. So I have to look at oral medication. Now, oral medication also poses an issue with the fact that I am a post-bariatric patient, which means my insides are not normal. They've been altered. So things don't typically stay in my system as long as they would someone with normal insides. So sometimes oral medications, I don't get the full effect of them because they don't stay in my system long enough for my body to absorb before they're expelled, right? So that was a bit of a concern for me. Like, is this even going to do anything? Also, all these medications are very expensive. I was lucky. My insurance provider covers this medication 100%. I didn't have to pay a thing out of pocket. So that was another reason that I'm like, hey, worth a shot, right? So the medication specifically that I am on is called Contrave medication. This is, hang on. I want to show you stuff without showing you stuff. You know what I mean? So, Contrave. Okay. This is it says 8 milligrams / 90 milligram tab. Okay. So this is 2 medications put together, and it's supposed to help with weight loss. So I'm just going to read you some things from the pamphlet. All right. Now, this also says extended release. So that also makes me nervous because that tells me that this is a time release. It doesn't all release right away, which again, for post-bariatric patients is the worst type of medication that you can take. You need something that your body is going to take now before it expels. Okay. So I also don't have high hopes for this. All right. So this medication is typically used for obesity. It does require a few weeks to take effect. Now, in my last video, I talked about the frustrations with this doctor specifically in how it takes her forever to do anything. And then it took forever for me to get this prescription. And then once I did get this prescription, the frustrations continued. Because I noticed, looking at my little prescription here, she gave me no remaining tablets. Which means I don't have more of a prescription for this. She gave me 1 month supply. That's it. That's frustrating because it can take 2 weeks before you start noticing anything. So it's like, why would you not give me another prescription for it? Like, why would you not at least give me 2 months and then a follow-up appointment before those 2 months are up to see if it's working and if you need to give me another prescription, right? Because it takes 2 weeks. You've only given me a month. So shortly after it's supposed to go into effect, like we don't even have a follow-up appointment booked. So now I have to call and make another follow-up appointment before this prescription runs out in case it's good, because then I need another prescription. Because with this prescription, you can't miss a dose. If you miss a dose, it can throw everything off track. So frustrating, very frustrating, okay? But whatever. So this medication also, you need to work up to it. So the way it works is, and let me show you the pills, okay, you guys, these are huge, okay? Oh, my nails are going to be in the way. Look at this pill. Look how thick this is a big pill. You got to swallow this whole thing. You can't break it in half. You can't crush it. You have to take the whole thing whole, okay? Huge, huge. So how it works is the first week, you take 1 in the morning with food, okay, for 1 week. Week 2, you take 1 in the morning with food and 1 at night with food. Week 3, you take 2 in the morning with food and 1 at night with food. Week 4, 2 in the morning with food and 2 at night with food. So the end result is you're literally taking 4 of these pills a day. 4 a day, you guys. Crazy. So guess what? She only gave me a month's supply. Week 4, I'm finally taking the correct dosage. But I don't have another prescription to continue with 4 pills a day. You see my frustration? So whatever. So other things, consuming alcohol may intensify the effect of the product. If you do drink, do so in moderation. It doesn't really affect any of my other medications too much. So that's fine. Possible adverse effects. Now, everything has side effects, right? Here's some of the effects. It can cause dry mouth, cause headaches, cause constipation, cause dizziness, may cause nausea or rarely vomiting, and it can cause difficulty falling asleep or staying asleep. Okay? There's a lot of other things, but those are the main things. Here's my experience so far. Now, please know, I'm only on day 4 of this medication, and 2026 has started off as a rocky year. 2026, my daughter was sick for a while. I felt sick, but I didn't actually get sick. But there were days where my stomach was really upset and it would kind of come and go. And I'm like, ooh, am I getting the flu? What's going on? But nothing ever really hit me. So it's kind of weird. After I started this medication, okay, day 1. Now, I don't know if this is psychological, something else is going on, or if it's the pills. Because it says it can take 2 weeks for these pills to take effect, okay? So basically what these pills are supposed to do is stop your appetite. Make it so you're not hungry, okay? That's what they're supposed to do. Day 1, I took one. Immediately felt sick, nauseous. Immediately felt sick all day, just gross. Felt sick, didn't feel like eating. Food, actually looking at it or smelling it made me like want to throw up. Like I felt like I was pregnant. You know how, well, if you're not female, you won't know. Or if you've never been pregnant, you won't know. But a lot of times pregnant women, they get this weird thing around food and they're like, oh, I can't. And then they just want to throw up. That's kind of how I felt on day 1. But I'm like, it's the first day I took this pill. It can't be the pill. Maybe I'm getting sick again. No idea. Day 2, still felt nauseous, still felt sick. Day 2, I actually threw up. I vomited that night. Just once. I don't know why. Not sure. Day 3, headache, bad headache, dry mouth. Absolutely. Now again, is it from the pill? Is it in my head? I don't know. It's hard to tell. So far today, day 4, I feel okay. Don't feel nauseous. I had a headache last night. So far, no headache. I think things are feeling okay today. I have noticed a decrease in my appetite, which it's interesting because they say it's really important. You get this much protein in every day and you get this many calories in every day and you drink this much water every day. These pills, I don't want to do anything. So it's like, how am I supposed to have no appetite but still do all these things they want me to do? Like, it's just frustrating. Do you know what I mean? So I'm only on day 4. Now, has weight gone down? It's hard to say. The scale has said it's gone down, but it's also gone up. I'm typically the kind of person where I can step on a scale one day and the next day I've gained 3 pounds. Or the next day I've lost 3 pounds. It's frustrating. There's no explanation for it. It doesn't make sense. But that's me. Nothing makes sense when it comes to medical stuff. So are the pills helping me lose weight? I don't know yet. It's still way too early. Way too early. Now, it does also say it takes time for your body to adjust to this medication. So you may feel really sick in the beginning, but as you progress, it should tone down to the point where you don't feel sick anymore. Because don't forget, I'm only taking 1 pill. I got to work myself up to 4 pills. So I'm hoping it doesn't get worse, but we'll see. So we're going to do this medication for a month. I am going to call and tell her, can I get more, please? Like, I don't understand why she's gatekeeping so much, but she is. And I mean, that's fine. Like, if she wanted, like, all you got to do is communicate. If she had said, look, I'll give you a month's supply. Let's touch base in 3 weeks. And if in 3 weeks things are going okay, then I'll give you another prescription so you can continue. Right? That makes sense. But she didn't do that. She just gave me a month's supply and that was it. No follow-up appointment, no nothing. So like what? I take the month's supply and then I stop and then I wait for your office to decide I need an appointment. And then you ask me, how are those pills? And I'm like, oh yeah, they seemed okay while I was on them. Okay, well, I'll give you another prescription. And then I'd have to start all over again. Like, it's so frustrating. It shouldn't be this hard. And it shouldn't take this much time. Like, now you've added in another phone call I have to make, to book another appointment, to have another conversation, to have to write another prescription, to send it to my pharmacy. Like, so many extra steps and time that just doesn't need to be there. Honestly, right? So frustrated with that. But we'll see what happens with these pills. Another thing I've noticed, since I haven't been in the gym and I can't get in the gym, another thing I've noticed, the scale is starting to come down. Now, normally that'd be a good thing, but guess what? I'm thinking the reason it's coming down is I'm losing muscle mass, which is frustrating because muscle weighs more than fats, right? So it's like, am I losing muscle mass? Like, is the reason the scale was going up in the first place because I was gaining muscle and not necessarily that I was gaining unwanted weight? But again, you don't know. It's frustrating because doctors, lovely people, all they care about is your BMI. They don't care if it's from fats or from muscle. They just care about your BMI. According to this, you're morbidly obese. Yet they could be an Olympic athlete with 0% body fat. Doctors don't care. It's frustrating. So anyway, here we are. So I'm on Contrave. We're going to give it a go. I'll probably do a follow-up video after the month to let you know how it went with me going from 1 pill to 2 to 3 to 4, to let you know if I connected with the doctor and got another prescription, to let you know if I've noticed a significant decrease in weight, to let you know how physically I'm feeling on these pills, all of those things. But yeah, as of right now, I don't have a ton to say, except I'm on it. We'll see what happens. So if you're on Contrave or you know someone that is, let me know what your experience has been like. Is it good? Is it bad? I don't know. I know everyone's different, but I'm just kind of curious because I don't personally know anyone that's on Contrave or that is open enough to discuss it. I mean, there may be people I know that are on it, but they're keeping it to themselves, which is fine. I've heard of a lot of people who've been on Ozempic and Wegovy, but I'm more interested in Contrave because that's what I'm on. So yeah, let me know. And if you have questions or something, let me know. Again, I'm not a healthcare provider professional. This is just my opinion. Don't take what I say and run with it because this is just me. But yeah, that's where we're at. So thanks for watching this video. I'll do a follow-up video soon and we'll see what happens. All right, guys, as always, thanks for watching. Bye.